So, the Starfish Award, or Starfish Story, is based on a story of a man that walked along the beach one morning just as the sun was coming up. And as he walked, he noticed that there was debris along the beach while he was walking. He saw seaweed and seashells and all kinds of things. And he began to see starfish that were stirred up from the bottom of the ocean from a storm the night before. And as he walked, he also saw a small figure on the horizon. And as he got closer, he came to realize it was a young man that was running back and forth between the beach and the ocean. And he got even closer and started seeing hundreds of starfish that were stranded there on the beach. He noticed the boy was picking up starfish one at a time and throwing the starfish into the ocean. He asked the young man, "Gosh, what are you doing out here so early in the morning?" Without missing a beat, the young man, still throwing starfish back, said, "I'm trying to save as many starfish as I can before the sun comes up and they dry out and they die." So the man took a look around and saw all of these starfish that were stranded and told the little boy, "Well, gosh, what you're doing is noble, but there's no way for you to save all of these starfish before the sun comes up." Without missing a beat, without stopping his process, the little boy picked up another starfish, threw it into the ocean, looked the man in his eye, and said, "I may not be able to save all of them, but I did save that one." So, the Starfish Story is a story about perseverance, dedication, focus, and trying to make a difference despite what the odds might look like. All right? So, we want to honor two of our family members that exhibit the characteristics of that young man on the beach saving starfish. Our first award winner was born in Independence on August 18th, 1950. They graduated from Truman High School. They studied at Graceland University and Southwest Missouri State University, earned a degree in English, 712, and a reading specialist, K-12. They were hired as an English teacher in 1974. Their original application included questions about height, weight, and health condition, things we can't do anymore. This person has taught at William Chrisman High School, Truman High School, and Van Horn High School. This person retired in 2005, but continues to work as a part-time teacher. On a recent application, she wrote, "I believe in educating the whole person and have had the pleasure of working with students, families, the district, and our community through a number of opportunities. I've sponsored Pep Club, Student Council, National Honor Society, Future Teachers of America, Creative Writing Club, and Theater Club. I've tutored after-school sessions for the ACT, served as a faculty rep on PTSA and Music Booster Club. I've been honored to represent the district to our greater community as the Independence Teacher of the Year." A former supervisor wrote, "Doris Negaard is one of William Chrisman's truly outstanding teachers. Her rapport with students and her creativity are particular strengths. She treats all students with dignity and respect, enabling them to learn in a safe and comfortable environment. The respect is reciprocated. Ms. Negaard serves the school in many capacities beyond that of a classroom teacher. She is active in her sponsorship and participation in school activities and events. She enjoys respect and admiration of her students and colleagues. Doris is an asset to this staff, and we are grateful for her continued efforts. Please help me honor Doris Negaard, Pathways to Education teacher." Hi, Doris. I'm going to give that to you. So, Doris, I'm going to give you a little secret. You've been on my list for a number of years. I've been watching you, and I'm just so impressed with what you bring to work each day and the focus and the passion that you have. So it's my true honor to give you the Starfish Award. And I've got a little surprise for you. A little birdie told me that you might have some family here. Is Doris, her sisters, are they in the audience? Here, there they are. Look, right over there. Yes. You can come on up. You can come on up. So, did you know they were here today?
No.
Good. It's supposed to work that way. All right. Why don't you, as they're working their way up, why don't you share with us your thoughts, what has compelled you to stay so dedicated to the profession of education, and some words of wisdom for the audience?
Well, I'm nearly speechless, which some of you will find rather remarkable in itself. I come from a family of educators, and I had a wonderful experience as a student, and I found lots of support in the teachers that I had and the families that I shared things with. The thing that I find remarkable about this is that I spend every day in check with now the Academy program with educators. I'm out in the buildings, and I am so grateful to see all of the really remarkable teachers that we have, and staff, and support staff, and administrators. And I see people every day that are so much better. Their pitch is better, their speed is better than I will ever be in throwing those starfish back out. So you are part of a really fine family. This is my 45th year, and it doesn't seem that long, but I look out in the audience. Some of you I've been colleagues with forever. Some of you I've had in my classes forever, and you continue to give back. And I am, once again, so grateful to that. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Doris. Enjoy the honor. And thank you all for being here. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can return to your seats. All right. One more this year. Our next Starfish Award winner was born in 1932. This person holds degrees from Graceland, it's an associate's, and the University of Kansas, that would make Dr. Hurl happy, a bachelor's degree, and American University, a master's degree. They started their employment in the district in 1998 and has worked at almost every level in the district, including elementary, middle, and high school, and almost every building in the district. This person has worked as a paraeducator at Nowlin Middle School and Truman High School. This person lived and worked in Germany, had 2 daughters that were born in Germany, served on the local school board in Germany, volunteered at the federal youth prison in Germany, and get this, worked behind the Iron Curtain on behalf of the Community of Christ Church, and was taken into custody by communist officials for that effort. Left the district for a brief period, but came back quickly. Currently works as a substitute. A teacher provided the following feedback. Great sub, left detailed notes and accomplished all work. On a recent evaluation form, one principal commented, Joe always does a great job. He is patient and helpful. Another principal commented that Joe is great with students. They really enjoyed him. A teacher said, Joe is always wonderful to have as a sub. He does everything perfectly, and the kids truly respect him. I looked through Joe Bayless's file, and he has hundreds of sub-evaluations in his file. I looked at every one of those, and not one of those did he receive less than high marks for his work as a substitute. So help me welcome and honor Joe Bayless, long-term substitute in the district. Ah, got him. He's coming. Congratulations, Joe. All right, this is all yours. I think she wants to get a picture of you, so let's turn around here. All right, Joe, you've been around a long time, buddy, and I mean that with all due respect. Tell us what drives you, what motivates you, what keeps you coming back day after day, because I know being a substitute can be a thankless job. So what is it that motivates you?
A little bit of a surprise. I'm a minister, and part of my motivation in life has been to share good news. And I have a prayer called the mission prayer that I use every day. And I just had cataract surgery, so I can't read it. But it goes something like this. You're going to have a new day. Keep your eyes open. Expect good things to happen as you interact with people and help them become a better person. And so that's the way I start my day. And then the reason I've been subbing way past retirement age is in the buildings that I serve and sub, I interact with teachers that it's unbelievable what they do. In an environment today that expects teachers to not only be teachers, but to be policemen, to be counselors, to be therapists, to be all sorts of things. And oh, by the way, if you have some time, can you teach a little bit too? But I sub for teachers that are just outstanding. And they leave such good sub plans. But the thing that I appreciate, they insist that I stand at the door and greet every student that comes in. And they encourage me to be when they have their circle training or circle expressions with one another, they're building community. And I'm just so, at 85, I'm still glad that I can get up and still do that. Because community building in this day and age is so important for everything we do. So I thank the teachers in this school district for the way they sacrifice their lives.
Wonderful, wonderful words, Joe. Wonderful words. Thank you so much. I know your wife is here with you today, and we wanted to surprise you and make sure she was here to experience this honor for you as well, okay? All right, congratulations. Thank you. All right.
Now, Dr. Scott, many of you may not know this. Sorry. Sorry. Dr. Scott's been my friend, my confidant, my colleague for a better part of a decade. And I've listened to him give this award to at least 20 people, but I can't imagine anyone that deserves it more than you. I'm gonna miss you. You better say something.
Dr. Hurl, I don't like surprises. I like having fun with other people, but I don't like that myself. First and foremost, Dr. Hurl, thank you very much. I hope you know that I appreciate our working relationship and everything that you've done for me personally, but more importantly, everything that you've done for this district. It has taken off under your leadership. I was honored to serve you as Deputy Superintendent. So I'm off to another part of the vineyard. I will be working with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kansas City. It was one of the most, thank you. It's one of the most difficult decisions I've ever made professionally. And when it came down to it, the deciding factor was the opportunity to have a larger impact and spread my circle of influence across the metro as much as possible. I've grown tremendously as an educator and an administrator here in this district. I have been around just long enough that I've made great connections with many of you. I'm going to miss being an official part of this family, but I will continue to work and live in the community and support the school district in any way that I can. And I'm going to tell you something. I've always wanted one of these. I'm just being honest. And so you should make it your business to try to earn one as well. Thank you.